Mm. Okay, I hope I'm audible. Let's begin. I suppose all those who wanted to join have joined. Hello, Sanjeev. Good evening. Please confirm that I'm audible so that we can start. Today's topic is sequence and series, and majorly we'll be talking about arithmetic progression because this is our first such session. So, majorly we'll be talking about arithmetic progression. Yeah, thanks, Sanjeev, for letting me know. So, we are just about to begin in a minute. Let more people join and then we begin. All right, let's begin. So it's 8:05 now, and let's roll. So namaste everyone. I hope I am audible, and I'm sure my team would also would let me know that I am audible. Yeah, and they would let me know in case I am not. So let's begin. Yeah. So today we will be talking about arithmetic progression, and this topic we have kept just to make sure that we are able to cater to a large section of audience today. Because arithmetic progression is something that you learn even in 10th, yeah, and it is quite useful even in competitive exams like JEE Main and JEE Advanced, yeah, and of course other competitive exams which at state level you have competitive exams for engineering entrance and otherwise also sequence series, and in that arithmetic progression is a very important topic. Yeah. So let me quickly brief you. I'll not take, I'm sure I'll not be taking, or rather, I hope I'll not be taking more than 5 minutes to brief you with the major concepts and the formulae. And then we'll be doing a good number of questions, by which I mean to say, I suppose we would be doing around 8 questions or so, for sure, or maybe more. Yeah. But 8 is, I think, is a good number. Yeah. And yes, those questions are going to be previous year questions, and surely the questions will have some variety. However, they all will be concerning arithmetic progression. Yeah. And I haven't, rather, I have tried not to keep, mixed topic question. That means, I mean, there may not be much of trigonometry coming in picture, or other stuff coming in picture. I have tried to keep, pure arithmetic progression, so that, just by, just by listening to me for these 5 minutes, that I am about to talk about this basics of arithmetic progression, most of which I suppose you may already be aware. Yeah, just by listening that and using those formulae, you should be able to, uh, you know, solve possibly the questions that lie ahead. And again, all those questions are previous year JEE main questions. Yeah. So make sure you're having, notebook and pen in front of you, so that you can quickly solve and try answering in the live chat. So again, I welcome Sanjeev Kumar and Shweta Shankar and everyone, those who are joining and those who have joined. Welcome. Let's begin. So arithmetic progression. So I hope my screen is well visible. Yeah. So any sequence of the form A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, so and so forth, such a sequence is called arithmetic progression. Now, what is a big deal about this progression, or what is so special about this progression? Here, the difference between consecutive terms, let's say nth term and n minus 1th term, yeah, is constant, which is D. Yeah. So I'll not be taking, more time, maybe 5 minutes or so. I'll be talking about these, and then there will be questions, a good number of questions that we'll be doing. Yeah. So difference between consecutive terms is constant, which we generally denote by D, which is called as common difference. Yeah. Common difference. Yeah. Here by Tn, I mean the nth term, and Tn minus 1, I mean the n minus 1th term. Yeah. Here A is called the first term. A is called the first term. Yeah. And D, as I have already said, is the common difference, which is the difference between any two consecutive terms of this sequence. Yeah. Now here, pay attention. The first term is A. The second term is A plus D. The third term is A plus 2D. The fourth term is A plus 3D. As you can, as you can see also. Yeah. This is the first term. This is the second term. This is the third term. This is the fourth term. So and so forth. Yeah. So with this, can you guess which will be the, or what will be the nth term? Yeah, I'm sure you would have been able to understand, or you may already be aware of it. Yeah, nth term will be what? A plus n minus 1d. That is what the nth term is. You can check it out. Again, so just give me a moment. Yeah, you can check it out. The second term is A plus 1 time d. Third term is A plus 2 time d. Fourth term is A plus 3 time d. So nth term will be A plus n minus 1 times d. Yeah, that's what the nth term is, and this is an important formula. Uh, okay, this is an important formula. Yeah, so this is the formula for nth term, A plus n minus 1d, where A is the first term and d is the common difference. Yeah. Now, what about the sum of first n terms? We represent Sn as sum of first n terms. Yeah. Now, again, this can be derived. I can derive it live here. However, we would like to be quick so that we can spare good amount of time for questions. Why? Because the questions are not something that I'll be solving straight away. I would like to give you some time to think, maybe possibly work on your notebook with your pen, possibly even answer the those questions, yeah, and then I intend to discuss them. Yeah, of course we'll not be spending too much time giving you time to think about the question. I'll give you sufficient good enough time. However, we would not wait too long for any question, and we'll solve. And the good part is, as I solve, you may continue solving on your own also while listening to what I'm saying. Yeah, and it may so happen that wherever you are stuck, the moment I say that step, the following steps you should try on your own and try to get answer on your own rather than waiting for me to complete. Yeah, because if you get the answer, it boosts your confidence. Yeah. So here we are, some of first n terms formula we would like to have. Yeah. So sum of first n terms is n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 d. Yeah, where n is the number of terms. Since we are looking for sum of first n terms, that n is this n used here, n by 2. This is the number of terms by 2 whole multiplied by, or rather n by 2 multiplied by 2a plus n minus 1 d. Again, a is the first term here and d is the common difference here. Yeah, majorly we would be focusing on this sum of n terms formula. Yeah, so I would want you to note this very carefully. Yeah, also let me tell you, as we move ahead, it is quite likely that the questions towards the end would have some alternate better methods. So I would recommend that you stay till the end. Yeah, because the later questions are going to be much better. In fact, I would allow you to think about those questions also, and I suppose you would be able to solve those questions. However, as I solve those questions, I'll tell you a typical way that students in general use and a better way of doing it. Yeah. Again, I hope you are clear with this arithmetic progression formulae. There are a few more formulae that we can talk about, which is what sum of n terms can also be written as n by 2 a plus l. Yeah, where again n is the number of terms, or rather, since we are talking about sum of first n terms, that n is represented by this n. This is the n is the number of terms. Yeah, a again is the first term, and now what is l? L essentially is the nth term or the last term. Yeah. L is essentially the nth term or the last term, because since we are talking about sum of n terms, nth term is the last term, and that I have represented by L. And it's not big deal as such. What will be the nth term? The nth term essentially will be what? A plus n minus 1d, isn't it? That's what the nth term is. Yeah. And if you see this, if you see this formula carefully, what is this? This essentially is n by 2 a plus n minus 1d. Yeah. So it is n by 2 times a plus l only, where l is the last term. And since we are talking about sum of n terms, that last term is the nth term, which is a plus n minus 1d. Yeah. So let's keep rolling. I'll give you maybe a few seconds to ensure that you have noted these formulae, because what lies ahead would be based on these formulae. Again, I suppose many of you may already be aware of these formulae, because even if you are in grade 10, these you must have come across, is what my assumption is, because in general, 10th students, get to know these formulae. Now, what we are about to do is not some, board level question or things like that. Yeah, at times, even board question may be similar to the questions that we are going to see initially. But as we move ahead, the questions are going to get better and better. And very importantly, all these questions are, previous year JEE main questions. So yeah, I suppose we can begin. Everyone must have noted this. Let's go to the questions. So the general pattern of this presentation is going to be, I'll show you a slide with the question. Very importantly, you should note the important information from this question, and you should also note what is to be answered. Yeah, and maybe the options also, whatever. Yeah, so quickly you should note. You should start thinking about the question, and then next slide, the question size would be reduced. However, it will be big enough for you to be able to read it and refer it. However, in the next slide, I'll be solving this question for you, and I hope you would be giving some quick answers. Yeah. So we are starting with, again, as I said, we would be starting with a few easier questions, and then the questions are going to get better. And you know what? All these questions are previous year questions, and importantly, they are all related to what we have just now seen, the concepts, the formulae. Interesting, right? And let me also tell you, they have come in the same year. Those 8 to 10 questions that I'm about to take, they have come, mostly they have come in 2020 only. So that means, now you can understand, even in JEE Main and in fact in JEE Advanced also, at times questions related to these very simple concepts from arithmetic progressions do come. Yeah. And these are some formulae and concepts that you might have already learned even in 10th, what to speak of 11th and 12th. So yeah, there is certainly some difference between when I speak and when you get to hear. Some, time differences there. But I'm sure, answers would be coming soon from your side. Yeah. So I suppose everyone has read the question, and I hope you're already working on it and perhaps about to get the answer. So here, let me quickly brief you. Let me quickly, tell you about this question, and then let's solve it. Yeah. So here, there is arithmetic progression with the terms b1, b2 up till bm, and common difference of it is 2 more than the common difference of this arithmetic progression a1, a2 up till an. Yeah. Now it says that 40th term of the second AP, A1, A2, A3 till AN, 40th term is minus 159 and 100th term is minus 399. Yeah. And 100th term of this first AP is equal to 70th term of this second AP. Yeah. Then we have been asked to find the first term, B1, of this first AP. Yeah. So let's keep rolling. Yeah. So many of you are saying answer C. Indeed, answer is C. Yeah. So I'm refraining, from showing you this next slide quickly. Why? Because answers are marked in it. Yeah. Good. Many of you have got this answer C, minus 81. Very good. So let me quickly, brief you through it, and let's quickly solve it. And yeah, and so that we can move to the next question. So let's say the common difference, of the first one is capital D. Oh, just a minute. There seems to be some issue here. Okay, I can't write above apparently. Okay, anyway, so I hope my screen is visible and the slide is visible. So here, let's say the first AP is having the first term B, which they are calling as B1, and the common difference, let's say capital D. And the second AP is having first term A and common difference is small d. Yeah. So here, A plus 39D, the 30th term, is essentially what? Minus 159. Yeah. And 100th term, A plus 99D, is supposedly what? Minus 399. So what about their difference? Yeah. As you subtract first from second, you get 60D is equal to, what about this calculation? You'll have what? I suppose minus 240. Yeah. So minus 240. Yeah. So here that means D essentially is what? minus 4. And since it says, it is said that common difference of first, that is capital D, is 2 more than small d. So that means capital D would become what? Capital D becomes minus 2. And now it is said that B100 is equal to A70. What is B100? It is B plus 99 capital D, which is minus 2, equal to uh, A plus, you have what? 69D. Yeah. So that means we would need A also. So if D is minus 4, I put it here. If D is minus 4, what will A be? Yeah. So if you see carefully, it becomes A plus, it will be minus 156. Yeah. Equal to minus 159. Yeah. So I hope we are doing calculation right, and A turns out to be minus 3. Yeah. And that means what? B minus 198 equal to minus 3 minus 69 times minus 4. So it becomes minus, you'll have what? 276, I suppose. So what does this essentially become? B is equal to 198 minus 279. So I suppose it is minus 81. So C is correct. Let's keep rolling. So kudos to all those who have got it right. Sanjeev, Sweta, Madhu, Archu. Good. Let's keep rolling. So this we go for the next question. The 10th term of an AP is 1 by 20 and 20th term is 1 by 10. Then what is the sum of its first 200 terms? Again, as I said, the initial couple of questions are going to be a bit on easier side, and then the level is surely going to increase a bit. So quickly note the important details, and then we move ahead solving it. Excuse me. Yeah. So I'm expecting answers now. You need to be a bit quick, and you should be able to answer. Yeah. So let's move ahead. I'll wait for you to type in the answers. Yeah. So here, let me by the time start solving, so that those who may be looking for hint get that. Yeah. So here again, the 10th term of AP we can take as what? A plus 90, which is 1 by 20, and 20th term as A plus 19D, which is 1 by 10. And what are we looking for? We are looking for sum of first 200 terms. Yeah. So for that, yes, D is correct answer. Absolutely. Yeah. Very good. Yeah. So Sanjeev, good. You have been very quick. So as we subtract it, we get 10D. We subtract first from second. So 10D is equal to, you have 1 by 10 minus 1 by 20, which is 1 by 20. So D turns out to be 1 by 200. And similarly, as you put D in any of these two equations, you would get A to B 1 by 200 again. Yeah. So Shweta, yes, you are right. D is the answer. Now, what about sum of first 200 terms? It is, number of terms divided by 2, 2A. Yeah, you may say 2A plus n minus 1D, right? So 199 times D. And A and D both are 1 by 200. So what do you essentially get? If you see carefully, 200 and these 200 cancel off. And what you get essentially is, you may say 201 by 2, which is 100.5. Or you may say 100 and half, 100 and half. So D is the correct answer. Good. So I hope everyone was able to understand, um, and I hope there's no doubt. If there be doubt, make sure you type in. Yeah. Yes, Archu, you're right. Absolutely right. We go for the next question. So again, so the first, question, or rather first couple of questions, the information was more based on the nth term, and then, sum of terms was asked in the previous question, and previous to previous question, the first term was asked. Now here the information is directly in terms of sum of terms, sum of first four terms, sum of first six terms, and then sum of first n terms is being asked. This is 2019 question, yeah. So many questions are from 2020. There may be a couple from 2019 or so also. Yeah. So it's just about using the formulae right, patiently, and not, messing up with the calculation part. Then, as I said, the level is going to increase. I mean, it will not increase tremendously. It will increase gradually. But yeah, I suppose you would be able to appreciate the questions as you move ahead. So yeah, this is more of a warm up going on, and we will go for some good questions also. And towards the end, definitely one or two questions will be a bit much on better side, not because they would be very time taking, because there are better ways of solving them. Yeah. So let's keep rolling. I suppose everyone would have almost solved it. So let me go to the next slide. Here we go. So yeah, sum of first four terms will be what? N by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. So that turns out to be 16. I mean, that turns out to be means that is given as given to be 16. Yeah. So this is 8. So you have 2a plus 3d equal to 8. Yeah. Now, sum of first six terms, 6 by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d, yeah, minus 48. Yeah, C is correct, Sanjeev, you are absolutely right. So what you essentially have is minus 16. So you have 2a plus 5d equal to minus 16. And what we want is, we want sum of first n terms, sum of first 10 terms. So 10 by 2, 2a plus 10 minus 1d. This is what we want. Yeah. So here, using this first equation and second equation, let's subtract first from second. You get 3d is equal to minus 24. So d is supposed to be minus 8. Yeah. And as you put d to be minus 8, a will turn out to be what? 16. Yeah. So a is 16, d is minus 8. So as you put these in the required, expression to get the required answer, you get 5 times 2a plus 9d. So that essentially means what? I suppose minus 72. So that means 5 times you have minus 40. So this essentially becomes what? Minus 1. Uh, so have we made some error? Minus 200. 2a plus 9d. Check the calculation part. Something maybe we have done wrong. The calculation part. You may even point it out in case you quickly find any. Yeah. So here minus. Okay, A we have got it wrong apparently. So you have uh 24, 32 seems correct. Or just give me a moment. Somewhere something we have made wrong. Anyone can point it out so that we can quickly move ahead. So as you subtract, okay, my bad. 2D is what you get. As you subtract, you get 2D. Yeah, my real bad. So that has made all the difference here. So surely let's quickly correct it. Yeah. So here 2D, and hence that makes it minus 12. Yeah. And that means A would be what? You'll have 36, 44. So 20, 22. Yeah. So let's just confirm it. 44 minus 60. Yes, so that's correct. So you have 5 times 2a plus 90, so minus 108. So what you essentially get is uh, 5 times 60 minus 64. Yeah, so that essentially becomes minus 320. So yeah, my bad, the calculation part. Let's keep rolling. Next question. So first term of an AP is 3. Sum of its first 25 terms is equal to sum of its next 15 terms. Then the common difference of this AP is. So yes, this can be done in different possible ways. As I had said, as we move ahead, there can be different ways you can approach a particular question, and how you approach at times creates difference. Of course, not in the answer, because answer you should get the same if there are multiple ways and both or all those ways are correct ways of solving. But surely, uh, you know, how much time and how much effort it takes, that differs. Common difference of this AP has been asked. Yeah. So first term A is known, and with this other information that sum of its first 25 terms is equal to sum of its next 15 terms, you should be able to find D, and that's what is required. So let's move ahead. I suppose I have given some time. You must have at least given some good thought. Many times it's not so important to reach the answer as much as it is important to think and figure out how would you proceed. So yeah, Minu had also answered it correctly. I missed calling your name. And yeah, Madhu also. Good. So yeah, let's keep rolling. So here, see, you need not look at the screen because I might have switched the slide, and next slide may give you the answer. Now again, the answer marked is not for spoiler. It is just to make sure. Yeah. So Sanjeev, yes, you're right. 1 by 6 is the answer. It's just to make sure that we don't end up, getting wrong answer just because of calculation error. So yeah. Anyway, let's keep rolling. If the first term of AP is 3, that means A is 3, and sum of first 25 terms is equal to sum of its next 15 terms. Now, we can smartly write the sum of next 15 terms as what? Sum of first 40 terms minus sum of first 25 terms. Think about it. It says sum of first 25 terms is equal to sum of its next 15 terms. So next 15 terms will be what? 26th term to 40th term. So I may say sum of next 15 terms is sum of first 40 terms minus sum of first 25 terms. So what you essentially get is 2 times sum of first 25 terms is equal to sum of 40 terms. Yeah. Not simply, you use the formula n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 b. Yeah. And n by 2, you have 2a plus n minus 1 d. And yeah, solving this, you get D to be 1 by 6. I don't think we need to waste time on the calculation part here. Yeah. So let's keep rolling to the next question. See, I had told you that questions are going to become better and better. So before I brief you what the question says, I want you to read and try to comprehend. Try comprehending what the deal is. Now, it may so happen that you may need more time to completely solve the question. However, the purpose is not that you completely solve it. The purpose is you should be able to think how would you proceed and how would you be possibly be able to get the answer before I solve it for you. Yeah, that is the minimum you should be doing. Because just to make sure that we are able to take good number of questions, I can't surely I can't give you maybe let's say 5 minutes in every question or something like that. It may so happen, obviously, that I may end up giving 5 minutes to a question while solving it, but I can't dedicatedly give you those 5 minutes to think and answer. Yeah. But surely, whatever couple of minutes you get, you should be at least be able to think how would you proceed and how you may possibly get the answer. And another thing is you should be able to possibly reach the answer before I reach the answer. So yeah, let me brief the question to you, and then we keep solving. Yeah, we keep rolling. So A1, A2 up till AN is a given AP whose common difference is an integer. Yeah. So sum of n terms is what? A1 plus A2 plus so on and so forth plus AN. First term A1 is 1, nth term 300. We don't know n. Obviously, that's what we have to find out with one more information given to us that n is between 15 and 50. And then we have been asked find the ordered pair Sn minus 4 and An minus 4. Sn minus 4 would mean what? Sum of first n minus 4 terms. Yeah. And An minus 4 would mean what? The n minus fourth term. Yeah. So let's solve it. So here the first term is 1 and nth term is 300. So that will be what? A plus n minus 1, my bad. You'll have n minus 1, n minus 1, d. Yeah. It's supposed to be what? It's supposed to be 300. Yeah. And mind it, d is given to us as an integer. D is given to us as an integer. Yeah. So I can say d is what? 299 divided by n minus 1. And obviously, n is also supposed to be some natural number between 15 and 50. Now, if you see carefully, 299, what are the, what is the prime factorization of 299 is what we should be looking at. Yeah. So if you see carefully, it is not divisible by 2 or 3, 5. No, it's not divisible. 7, not divisible. I mean, you check it out. Yeah, all prime numbers in line. Excuse me. So here, 13 is a prime number that divides it. And as you divide it by 13, the other prime number I suppose is 23. So it is 13 multiplied by 23. Just check it out. Yeah, divided by n minus 1. Now, clearly, I mean, you can say for d to be an integer, and given that n is definitely greater than 1, so n minus 1 can be what all? N minus 1 can be, you may say 1, it can be 13, it can be 23, it can be 13 multiplied by 23 and likewise. However, since n is between 15 and 50, so n minus 1 can't be 13 because that would mean n is 14. So n minus 1 has to be 23 only. And of course, n minus 1 can't be 299 because that would make n to be 300, which is much greater than the allowed 50 thing. So n turns out to be 24. Now, importantly, pay attention. We are not talking about sum of n terms or nth term. Here, what we are talking about is sum of first n minus 4 terms and n minus 4th term. Yeah. So here, n minus 4 is what? 20. And again, as you use n to be 24, d turns out to be what? D turns out to be 13. Yeah. So here n, this 20th term will be what? It will be a plus n minus 1. My bad. Uh, Correct only. Yeah. So n minus 1 are d. And sum of first 20 terms will be what? 20 by 2, 2a plus n minus 1. Here n is not 24. Yeah. Here we are talking about 20th term and sum of first 20 terms. So it is 20 minus 1 that we write here. Yeah. Multiplied by the common difference 13. And you can calculate it. The answer is D. So another reason I have already marked the answer is just so that we can skip the calculation boring part. Yeah. And we move ahead. So I hope everyone is able to understand. Yeah. So, yeah, Sanjeev is saying it could be equal to 15 or 20 as well, right, sir? Yes, and can be even be equal to 15 or 50. However, as we have solved it, we get a unique value of n, which is 24, which is in the range. Yeah. So, yeah, Madhu has got it right, and good. Everyone is paying attention and putting effort. That's very good. Let's go to the next question. Excuse me. You're just asking. Yes, I just answered. You're right in thinking that because equality is there. Archie is asking, sir, I didn't understand how you found, but okay, I'm not able to. How you found N? Okay, Archie, I'll take you back to that question. But first of all, let others note this question so that they can start working on it. I hope that's fine, right? So yeah, everyone please quickly note this question and then I take you back. So yeah, let me brief the question so that those who are wondering what the question is about, they get some idea and they can really start working on it. Yeah. So here, uh, this is supposed to be an AP. You should be able to figure out why am I saying so. Basically, this is sum of first few terms of an AP. Yeah. So sum of terms till or up to nth term is 488, and it is given that nth term is negative, and then there are four options, and exactly one is supposed to be correct. Yeah. So just to help Archu and others, like regarding how we got n, let me explain. Yeah. So Archu, I suppose you are clear that first term is 1. So A is indeed 1. What about nth term, an? It is 300. So A plus n minus 1 d is 300. So that makes d to be 300 minus 1, which is 299, divided by n minus 1. Yeah. Now mind it, the common difference d is supposed to be an integer. So that means n minus 1 should completely divide 299 to give you an integer. Yeah. Also, n is definitely some natural number greater than 1. In fact, it is given to us as between 15 and 50, and definitely n is some natural number. Yeah. So n minus 1 is also some natural number. So that means 299 should completely be divided by this natural number n minus 1. So what is 299? We would like to factorize it and identify the factors. Yeah. And it so turns out that 299 is not divisible by any prime number till 11. And it is divisible by 13. Now, to be quick regarding this check, you should be aware of the divisibility criteria of these prime numbers, yeah, or rather of these numbers, yeah. So, 13 divides 299, and as you divide it, you get another prime number, 23, yeah, and 13 multiplied by 23 is 299. So that means n minus 1 should either be 13 or 23 or may even be 1 or 13 multiplied by 23. Yeah. n minus 1 can't be 1 because n can't be 2. N is supposed to be between 15 and 50. Similarly, n minus 1 can't be 13 and it can't be 13 multiplied by 23. So n minus 1 has to be 23 only. Think about it. That means n is 24. And if n minus 1 is 23, d will be what? 13. As I have, let me help you with the laser as I have, used this here. Yeah. Now with n being 24, n minus 4 is what? 20. And what we want is 20th term and sum of first 20 terms. And that's the formula. So I hope it helped. I'll wait for your confirmation and then we'll straight away go for the next question. I mean, we straight away go for solving the next question. So yeah, Archu, I suppose we can move ahead. There's some difference in, when I speak and when you get to hear. So you understood. Good, Archu. Kudos to you for paying attention. So yeah, we move ahead and no answer has come till now. So yeah, as I was saying, the things or the questions are going to become a bit better. Anyway, let's keep rolling. I'm sure many of you would have been able to think how would you proceed for this question. So here the first term is 20 and if you note carefully, the common difference is minus 2 by 5. Second term minus first term is minus 2 by 5. Third term minus second term is minus 2 by 5 and likewise. Yeah. Now it says sum of n terms is 488. Yeah. And n is supposed to be such that nth term is negative. So what is sum of n terms? N by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 d, which is 488. Yeah. So what does this essentially become? Uh, just to save time, let me quickly uh, get the answer to you. I mean, you'll get a quadratic in n, right? So as you solve this, yeah. So what value would you get of n? Just to save time, let me, not waste time on the calculation part. I mean, we are sure that everyone knows how to solve a quadratic. So you get n to be 61 or 40. Yeah. So I've tried to be, I have tried to save time by doing so. Yeah, you can solve this quadratic, you get n to be 61 or 40. Yeah. Now, what if n is 61? You get, 61st term, the nth term is a plus n minus 1 d, which turns out to be what? If you see carefully, it is 20 plus, you'll have minus 24, which indeed is negative. And in fact, this nth term becomes minus 4. And since there is supposed to be a unique answer, this is supposed to be my answer and hence B becomes correct. Yeah. And clearly, N can't be 60 or 41 anyway, because it is either 61 or 40. But just to make sure that everyone is clear with why B is the answer, let me take N to be 40. So what will be the nth term? It will be A plus N minus 1 D. And if you see carefully, this turns out to be positive. Check it out. This turns out to be positive, but it is given that nth term, yeah, it is given that the nth term is negative, yeah. So that means n can't be 40, n has to be 61, and the nth term turns out to be minus 4. So B is correct. I hope everyone could understand. And let's move to the next question. Yeah, think about this question. Yeah. So I hope everyone has read the question. A1, A2, A3 up till whatever they are in AP. A1 plus A7 plus A16 is 40. Sum of first 15 terms has been asked. Now, some of you may wonder, okay, hey, in AP, in general, there are two unknowns to be found to find the AP, which are what? The first term and the common difference. Then we can use the formula, 15 by 2 times 2a plus n minus 1d. Yeah, or rather, n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d, where n is clearly 15. Sum of first 15 terms. So two unknowns, but only one information given to us. A1 plus A7 plus A16 equal to 40. And mind you, the question is not wrong. So that means, and again, there is no other information as such. There is nothing like first term is integer, common difference is integer, nothing like that. So that means this given information should turn out to be sufficient. And that also means in such a situation, we should focus on what is to be found exactly. So let's move ahead. So here we want sum of first 15 terms. So it is n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d, 15 minus 1d. Yeah. So it turns out to be what? 15 times a plus 7d. Yeah. So 15 by 2 times 2a plus 14d. So yeah, it becomes 15 times a plus 7d. And what is this information given to us? Again, my bad. Uh, yeah. So this information that is given to us is, okay, I can't be using this apparently. So I'm not able to draw from there because of some restriction. Anyway, so our first term plus seventh term plus 16th term is supposed to be 40. And you know what? If you resolve this, you get 3a plus 21d equal to 40. And that essentially means a plus 7d is 40 by 3. And that's exactly what we are looking for to get our answer. Yeah. So you essentially get what? You essentially get 15 times 40 by 3. So that means 40 times 5, 200 is supposed to be the answer. Yeah. So yeah, Meenu, Archu, Sanjeev, you're right. 200 is the answer. Let's keep rolling. A couple of questions more to go before we call it a day. So again, this question can be solved in different ways, and as I had promised that I'll be showing you better ways of solving a few questions towards the end. So here is one of those questions. Quickly read it and think about it. So this is one of the last important questions, I would say, and then we'll go for maybe one more question. Yeah. The last question is just like a quick question before we end the session, and this is supposed to be the second last question. So make sure you enjoy it, you try it. If you try it, you will enjoy it. If you are not trying it, then it may look boring. So yeah, these have been some initial few sessions. That's why we have kept things to a bit on basic side. And just to make sure that you find these sessions interesting, I have particularly taken those topics which everyone can follow, including class 10th students. And just so that there is some good deliverable out of these sessions, I have taken previous year questions. Even in my previous such session, we had done the same. So yeah, I suppose everyone has read the question. This A1, A2, A3 up till AN, they are in AP. Yeah, and I hope you're not getting disturbed by any noise or something. I pretty hope there's no noise coming. Maybe the team can confirm. Yeah, if there has been any noise. Anyway, A1 plus A4 plus A7 plus dot 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 plus A16. So that means there is supposed to be some pattern which we should be able to follow. Yeah, and we should be able to understand what dot 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 stands for. Anyway, so this is given to us as 114, and we have been asked A1 plus A6 plus A11 plus A16. Yeah, so let's keep rolling. Indeed, you're right. 76 is the answer. Sanjeev and Madhu, you're absolutely right. Good. Yeah, 76 is indeed the answer. Yeah, and as I told, I'll tell you a couple of ways. Yeah, or rather, maybe we can just go for one way, the best way. Anyway, so let me still go the general way, which in case you're not aware of the method, I mean the best method in case you're not aware of, how would you in general do? And then we'll also talk about the best method. Yeah. So here, A1 plus A4 plus A7 dot 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 it says. So that means what? 1, 4, 7. Next should be what? 10. The next should be what? 13. And then last is A16 anyway. So this is given to us as 114. Yeah. Now, one way of solving this would be what? We say, okay, hey, this is A. Again, better than, directly jumping on to resolving this equation. First, let's also talk about what exactly we want. We want A1 plus A6 plus A11 plus A16. Yeah. So that essentially becomes what? A plus 5D plus A plus 10D plus A plus 15D. So that essentially becomes what? 4A plus, if you see carefully, 30D. Or you may say 2 times 2A plus 15D. And that's exactly what we want. Make sense? Yeah. However, what has been given to us? We have been given A plus, or rather A1 plus A4 plus A7 plus A10 plus you have A13 plus A16, and that is given to us as 114. If you see carefully, it is what? 6A plus you'll have 54D, I suppose. Yeah. No, my bad. My real bad. So you have, if you see carefully, 18 and 18 and 9. So that becomes 45. 45D equal to 114. So that essentially means 2A plus 15D is what? It is essentially 38. Check it out. Yeah. And this we can use to find our answer. So our answer is what? 2 times 38, which is 76. So B is correct answer. However, definitely there is a better way of doing it. So please pay attention. Please pay attention, everyone. Yeah. Try to understand and visualize that A1 plus A16 is same as A4 plus A13 is same as A7 plus A10. Yeah. This you can obviously, visualize by considering, this. Check it out. A1 plus A16 is what? 2A plus 16D. Similarly, you have uh, A4 plus, oh, just give me a moment. I wanted to change the color. Okay. So it didn't get changed apparently. Yeah, now it has got changed. A4 plus A13, which is what? Again, 2A plus 15D. Which is same as, if you see carefully, this A7 plus A10. Yeah, makes sense? I suppose it definitely makes sense. Yeah. So here, otherwise also you should be able to see, if I were to talk about first 16 terms. The first term plus last term is equal to fourth term plus fourth last term. Yeah, is equal to seventh term plus seventh last term. Yeah, first plus last. Yeah, think about it. Try to visualize. Yeah, and you can visualize, from what I have just tried to, explain. Through this, you can easily visualize. Yeah. Similarly, if you think, what do we want? We want A1 plus A6 plus A11 plus A16. So A1 plus A16 is same as A6 plus A11. How? You can say the first term plus last term. Yeah, the first term plus last term is same as sixth term plus sixth last term. So how am I saying this sixth last, this fourth last, this seventh last? Check it out. 16th is what we are considering as the last term. So second last will be 15th, third last is 14th, fourth last is 13th, yeah. Fifth last is 12th, and sixth last is 11th. And likewise, you can check it out, yeah. So with this understanding, now you should be able to quickly solve this, yeah. So some time I have taken just to explain this concept as such. Again, I have not explained in great detail, but I have explained it sufficiently, I suppose. So here, this given information we can say is given to us as 3 times A1 plus A16, which is 114. So that means what? A1 plus A16 is, you can say, 38. And what we want turns out to be what? 2 times A1 plus A16. Why? Because A6 plus A11 is also A1 plus A16. So it becomes 2 times 38, which is 76. So 76 is correct answer. I hope you enjoyed this question. Now we go for one last quick question. Yeah. And let me know in case there's any doubt or any repetition required. I suppose you were able to understand. At the same time, as I was explaining, you should have tried thinking, maybe using pen and your notebook also. Yeah. And you may think you may think about it more after the session also. Yeah. Not a big deal. Yeah. So this is a much better way. This second way, uh, you know, that we have talked about is a much better way of thinking and solving this quickly. We go for this last question. Quickly read, we solve this question, and then we are done as such. So thanks for staying for so long. As I am able to see a dozen of you, or rather, I should not use this word dozen because you are not things, you are living beings. You are very lovely people. Uh, but yeah, still just to quantify it, you have been there apparently throughout the session. So kudos to all of you. Kudos to you for being so dedicated and being so focused in life and being so committed towards your learning, towards your studies. Yeah, I'm sure you have a plethora of things to possibly be distracted about, but you have chosen to attend this session, and I hope I could add some good value to your knowledge and to your, to your experience and expertise of mathematics. So I'm sure you would have also gone through this question as you were listening this to me. Yeah, fine. So if sum of first 11 terms of this AP is 0, where the first term is not 0, that means A1 is not 0, uh, and that obviously also means that D is also not 0. Yeah. Anyway, then sum of, A1, A3, A5, dot, 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 A23 is K times A1 or K times the first term. Then K is equal to what? Yeah. So think about it. So A1 plus A3 plus A5 plus so and so forth plus A23 is what you have to talk about. And if you think a bit carefully, the resulting sum is sum of another AP whose first term is A1 and common difference is 2 times of the common difference of the original AP given A1, A2, A3, so on and so forth. Yeah. Okay, Sanjeev, you have been quite quick. You have given D as the answer. Good. Uh, so indeed D is the answer. Kudos to you. You have been quite enthusiastic and you have been participating enthusiastically in this session. I really appreciate your effort. Kudos to you. Yeah. So here let's quickly solve this. Here, sum of first 11 terms is 0. So that means 11 by 2, 2 times the first term plus n minus 1 d. It is 0. Yeah. So if you see carefully, this 11 by 2 you can cancel against 0. And what you get is A is minus 5d. Not a big deal. Simple calculation. Now what do we want? We want A1 plus A3 plus A5 plus so and so forth plus A23. Think about this carefully. Yeah. How many terms are these? If you think, you would realize that these are 12 terms. Check it out. Yeah. So 12 is the number of terms, and mind it, these are also in AP. A1, A3, A5. These are in AP with first term A1, which we are calling as A anyway, because in this calculation also we have called it as A only. Yeah. And the common difference would essentially become what? The common difference will become 2D, because A3 minus A1 is twice the common difference compared to the previous AP, where A2 minus A1 is D, so A3 minus A1 will be 2D. A5 minus A3 is also 2D. So number of terms divided by 2 multiplied by 2 times the first term plus number of terms minus 1, that means 11 times D. Again, this D is the common difference, which in this present case is 2D, because D is the common difference in the AP A1, A2, A3, so on and so forth. So A1, A3, A5, so on and so forth will have common difference 2D. And that's it. We are very close to our answer. Mind it, D, or here A is minus 5D. So that means what? D is minus 1 by 5A. Why? Because I'm interested in finding K times A. Yeah, so that's why I'm eliminating D. So you have 6 times 2A plus 11 times, or rather 22 times, you may say 22 times D. D is what? Minus 1 by 5A. So what does this essentially become? If you see carefully, it becomes, you may say, let's keep the calculation simple. Let's not juggle things. So 2A minus 22 by 5A. So what you essentially get is 6 times 2 minus 22 by 5 times A. So what you essentially have is minus 72 by 5A. Yeah. So this K is supposed to be minus 72 by 5, and that's the answer. So yeah, thanks Sanjeev for your appreciation. Yeah. And with this, we are about to end the session. I really thank all of you for paying attention and for making such a session a success. Your enthusiasm and participation is the driving force behind these sessions. My best wishes for all your endeavors in life. I hope you enjoyed this session. Let us know your feedback in the comment section, and soon I suppose we would be sharing with you the feedback form also. When we are we want to streamline things, and that is also one of the things that we would be doing soon, so that we can know how we can serve you better, how we can help you better, and how we can guide you better. So good night, all the best, bye, have a nice day.